What did the Prophet Muhammad do for you? Apart from stealing Jesus from billions of people and corrupting the Gospels, did he dedicate his entire life to sinlessness? Did he remain celibate so that his blood could make a difference in the hidden realm by the science of sacrifice, which is practiced in secret every day, in order to shield your very soul? No, he didn't. Instead, he had 11 wives. One of them was 9 years old, and he lived like a king, while the real king lived like a slave, and died like one too, and washed the feet of his disciples while demons trembled at his name and presence, and still do.
Number 1.
What did the Prophet Muhammad do for you? Apart from stealing Jesus from billions of people and corrupting the Gospels, stealing Jesus from billions of people and corrupting the Gospels.
Number 2.
Did he dedicate his entire life to sinlessness? Did he remain celibate so that his blood could make a difference?
Number 3.
No, he didn't. Instead, he had 11 wives. One of them was 9 years old, and he lived like a king.
Why holy prophets Muhammad, peace be upon him, married young Aisha radiallahu anha. The question of Holy Prophet's marriage with Sayyida Aisha is the one hurled against Muslims in almost every discussion, and it takes much time for people to understand the whole issue only because they fail to understand historical things in their right perspective, considering the situation in those particular times. Agreed that a prophet's deed should be above any question in all times, and this is true indeed. But there are certain things in which change is inevitable, subject to valid reasons, and the Holy Prophet's marriage with Sayyida Aisha is one such case. One who fails to understand the times and all the factors related to issue in hand can never understand the happenings through the history. The age of maturity through the ages and over the regions. The wisdom behind Islam not fixing an age is evident. Different people reach the age of puberty at different times, and the general trend also varies over the time and across the regions with different climate conditions. For instance, people living in the regions of low altitudes attain puberty earlier than those in high altitudes regions. Similarly, people in warm climates attain puberty earlier than those in cold climates. Now, keeping all this in mind, consider that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, married Sayyida Aisha while she was 9, and it was some 1,400 years back, and it happened in Arabia, a region with relatively lower altitude and a hot climate. Below is a reference that a 9-year-old Thai girl even became a mother. Sayyida Aisha was fit for the marriage, considering the puberty factor and physical bearing. It is rather erroneous to say that Sayyida Aisha was a child bride. She was a grown-up girl. Sayyida Aisha herself narrates, Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, married her when she was 6 years old and consummated the marriage when she was 9 years old. And this hadith found in Bukhari, hadith 4738. Having known this, let me draw your attention to another saying of Sayyida Aisha, which at-Tirmidhi has narrated under hadith in his collections book of marriage, chapter 18. It goes as, Sayyida Aisha said, when a girl is 9 years old, she is a woman, meaning she has attained puberty. Tirmidhi, hadith 1109. Moreover, through certain narrations, we came to know of the fact she was going through her puberty. Modern science testifies that puberty causes hair loss, and this is exactly what we read in a hadith narrated Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha. The Prophet engaged me when I was age of 6 years when we went to Medina and stayed at the home of Bani al-Harith bin Khazraj. Then I got ill and my hair fell down. Bukhari, hadith 3605. So this makes it absolutely clear that Sayyida Aisha's marriage was consummated at an age she herself says was that of puberty. The general tone of her statement also conveys that it was normal in those times and in that environment.
Muhammad, 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 Muhammad. Mzuri wetu rasuli, kamtukuza jalali, muaminifu mkweli, ndivyo akimsifia. Muhammad, Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Mzuri wetu rasuli, kamtukuza jalali, muaminifu mkweli, ndivyo akimsifia. Muhammad, Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Alizaliwa yatima na kufiliwa na mama, kalelewa na Halima na Thuwaiba kumtazama, zikaenea neema hapo alipozaliwa. Mzuri wetu rasuli, za jalali, muaminifu mkweli, ndivyo akimsifia. Muhammad, Muhammad, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ufikia 40 alimjia amini kutoka kwa Rahamani kumfunza Qur'ani na kumweleza yakini, wewe sasa ni nabia. Mzuri wetu rasuli kamtukuza jalali, muamini Muhammad, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Katoa watu gizani, kalingani ya amani, ili waishi makini wakiwepo duniani, akhira wende peponi kwa rehema za jalia. Mzuri wetu rasuli kamtukuza jalali,